guys, welcome to today's video. You're most likely new here because I am as well. My name is Kara Kellen and I'm a mother of 3, and I share tips on how to fit fitness and health into your lifestyle as a mom. I'm going to bring you along on a little weekend getaway that I have with my husband. He had a work party in Salt Lake. We decided to go a day early and just spend some time with just me and him, and I'm going to bring you along on how to kind of stay on track with eating while you're out of town and hitting a workout. There's a workout in the end, so make sure that you stick around for that and kind of see like what I do for my 3rd glute day a week. And anyway, yeah, it was just so good to get away with me and my husband. We've had a really tough year, and honestly the last couple of years of us being business owners, we have honestly really struggled, and this year we hit a breaking point in our relationship, and I'll probably maybe share some of that down the road when I feel like it's the right time. But we have really worked on our relationship this year, and so to be able to just get away with just me and him and recharge without our 3 little girls was so nice. And like, I feel like my cup is full coming back from this trip. And so anyway, let me bring you along and hopefully you enjoy the ride. Be sure to like this video and subscribe. Let's get into it. Okay, we just got to the hotel. We have had quite the chain of events, and my husband forgot his wallet in his work truck, and so we had to go back for it. We went shopping, and I am freaking starving, but we're gonna get ready, go to dinner, and I'm gonna kind of do my hair and makeup. But okay, so my husband's showering. Dinner's like an hour and a half later than we were expecting, and so I'm starting to get hungry. I'm not trying to get angry, so I'm walking down to the lobby to just get a little snack. Okay, hard-boiled eggs in a bag and an overpriced salad is never my first choice, but I really am on a roll, and I want to stay on track. I want to stay on track more than I don't like hard-boiled eggs in a bag and a salad. You gotta do what you gotta do. I finally feel like I'm starting to feel like myself again, and it's been so long. It just feels so nice. I was telling my husband tonight, I was like, man, I just feel like I finally feel like at home in my body. And I don't know if you guys have ever felt this way. Shoot me a comment, but it just kind of like felt like for a long time that I was just like so foreign in my own body, because it just like was so different than what I was used to. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. Obviously I had a baby, it like birthed a whole human, but it just feels so, I guess, like foreign sometimes when you just don't feel like yourself. And I would say the biggest difference maker the last couple of months is just hiring a coach and having someone to be accountable to check into. Though like I know what I'm doing, I could do my training on my own, I could do my macros on my own, I know how to do, I've done it for a really long time, I know how to see progress in my own body, but like I just felt like there was so much going on that it was really hard for me to stay dialed in, and like there was times where Like I would be trying to stay on track, and just because I had no one to answer to, I would just like allow myself to slip back into eating like crap, kind of skipping workouts, which is kind of really isn't like me. Like once I'm dialed in, I'm just dialed in, but this time around it was like really hard to get on track. There's been things going on still in my life. It's like not always easy to stick to the plan, but that's like when you really grow. It's like when you do the hard things, when it's not always like super easy. Anyway, I can't say enough. Like even if you know what you're doing, like if you can hire somebody, I always recommend doing so. I still feel like I have a ways to go, and I think I will literally always say that. It doesn't really matter how far I get. I'm like, I'm just driven to like keep bettering myself, so I'm always gonna say, oh, I have a ways to go, even though I'm like feeling amazing. Yeah. It can be so tricky counting your macros when you're out of town, especially when you're wanting to be present with company. So that's why I'm so happy that I went and grabbed a snack real quick. The first obvious reason was I was able to be cheerful and happy while I was getting ready and around my husband. Those that know when you're in a deficit, you can kind of get grumpy when you're hungry. But the second reason was that I always like to eat a little bit before I go out to eat. That way I'm not super hungry when I get my meal, and I'm more apt to eat less when I am not starving when I go into a restaurant. We shared a steak. It was so good. And then I had some potatoes, a little bit of calamari, and I had some veggies. When you have the right tools under your tool belt, it's actually a lot easier to stay on track when you're in a deficit and you're trying to lose weight when you're out of town. Morning, I had a pretty good night of rest. We went to bed so freaking late compared to how early I usually go to bed. I'm usually like asleep by 9. I woke up this morning, I thought it was like 3 a.m. but it was actually like 7. My boobs were so freaking full of milk, so I got my hand pump out and realized that I had forgotten a crucial piece of a pump, which is like the duck valve. I was trying to pump and it was just like so much pressure. So I had to do a Walmart delivery for a whole new hand pump just for one little piece. Anyway, I wanted to talk about a couple of things. So like as a mom with like a couple kids and like trying to maintain like a higher level of fitness, I feel like mindset is like the biggest part of it, because if you don't have a good mindset and a healthy space for fitness, then you don't really have a fitness journey. Like it literally is all in the mindset. And so being dedicated, being committed to yourself, just everything that comes along with taking care of yourself, it's just so important to like be in a good headspace for that. Or when hard things come and your schedule gets busy, if you don't like have a dedicated plan to what you're gonna do and how you're gonna do it, your schedule's gonna fall and other things are gonna take priority. When really physical activity is like literally what can keep your mental sanity in all the crazy busy times, because usually when all the crazy busy times come, it's stressful, and that's the first thing that usually gets cut from the schedule. We like a little mastermind call with one of my friends, Amanda, we try to do it every week, but we basically like talk like ideas, like content ideas, just like purpose ideas and like what we want to accomplish with like why we want to be on social media, because like let's face it, I don't really usually put myself out there like this. We'll just like feel called in a different way to just like share like our story, and each person has like something so different to offer to this world. And I just feel like this last couple of months I just have really been feeling in my heart that I have a unique story to share. Like everyone has their unique story. And anyway, yesterday we were on a call and we were talking about the concept of like the thing that you are most afraid to share is probably what other people need to hear. And that hit me so hard when we were talking about that, because like there's so much that like just being new to this world and like sharing your life online, it just feels so unnatural, because like for so long I've just been trying to like portray this idea that like I just like have it all together, that like everything comes easy to me. And it's like, why? I don't know why I've been that way. I think a lot of people are just like, it's hard to like share vulnerable parts of themselves, and I think everyone wants to portray that they have their life together. Those are kind of the things I'm gonna start writing down, like what are the hard things to share, what are the things that I'm struggling with, and like I want to start sharing that and being vulnerable on this page, because like at this point, like it would be a waste of my time, quite literally, as a mom, if I wasn't like making a difference or like creating a positive impact in this world. So that's what I'm going to be start sharing. So if any of that intrigues you, be sure to subscribe. And I just like want to create a space where it just feels like a wholesome, like real, honest, raw, the struggle, marriage, and like the struggles in marriage, chasing your dreams, creating the life that you want, being a mom that's fitness, that's busy, and has their rockin' body that they always wanted. Anyway, I'm gonna go get dressed and fabulous. Yeah. Going to Breckie. We were gonna go to the gym first, but we waited too long. So we were just talking about how like for a long time neither of us have known like what our actual style is, and I was like, hey, well, I feel like I was comfortable in workout clothes. I can't wear workout clothes all the time, so I was like, I need to just like go the athleisure route. And my husband feels like the most comfortable in construction clothes, and so he's gonna go the construction leisure route. Like he's gonna look like a lumberjack leisure, and I'm gonna look athleisure construction leisure.
There's berry and bananas.
Well, it's after 2. We haven't made it to the gym yet, but we're determined. We're not used to going to bed late, so we took a nap. Now we're checking out and gonna go hit it before top golf.
just a little thoughtful thing. It's not anything extravagant, but.
A heated car blanket? Hell yeah. And that is it for today's video. We are back to the grind. The laundry and the diapers and the spilled messes, and we love it. It was so fun to just get away and just be myself without my kids, and be us without our kids, and we love them so much, but it's always so good to like recharge so that we can be better parents and a better mom. And so anyway, if you are down for the real, raw, overcoming, honest, reaching your goals, getting your dream body, come along with me. Like this video, it'll help me so much, especially since I'm a new channel, and subscribe so that you can follow along on my journey. Thanks so much for making it to this point, and I will see you on the next video. Bye guys.